Eita porra! Tem uns decaídos aqui.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. Straight home now.
Caraca. O tanto que juntou de uma vez. Só isso? Eu juntei todos ou teve alguma coisa que ficou pra trás? Ah, teve vários que ficaram aqui pra trás.
All right. More of my mother's men. Safe. Help me, boy.
Pô, upei 26. E aí, Gabriel, tudo bom? Boa noite.
Let's go.
Ai. Ai, puta que pariu, dei baitada por causa da porra de uma aranha. Fez eu cair. E aí, Aro, tudo bom? Como você tá? Acho que foi... E aí, Yara, tudo bom? Acho que foi bem na prova. Esse caminho já tá todo ensanguentado.
Blood, Clive.
É, tô vendo. Meio difícil não ver.
Still wet.
Eita.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting
Meu Deus,
dawn.
amigo, você sempre tem que falar essa
On
ladainha toda.
these, our swords we swear.
Alguém já morreu?
Say
A
that again.
Marcela.
I'll show you a true shield of
Fica com a
Rosaria.
sua cara. Tem um cajado, vem cá. Faz sentido. Agora quem vai ser interrogado é você, meu querido. Ah, se você não morrer primeiro, é claro.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you? We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
O mouse tá na tela? Nossa senhora, eu não tinha notado. Obrigada por avisar. Obrigada por avisar. Eu ia parar aqui, né? Parece que vai rolar uma porradaria fodida agora. Sim.
Find something, boy.
Olha pra frente.
Death.
Não, o melhor de tudo é que sempre o Torgal vai na frente. E aí eles nunca estão olhando pra frente, eles estão olhando pro Torgal.
Found her.
Que momento a gente falou que a gente tava esperando encontrar a galera que nem o bagulho lá do 15?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Os corpos vão voltar.
Yes.
Pelo menos ateia fogo em tudo.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Nossa senhora. Ai. As pessoas nem são portadoras e estão mortas. Começou uma treta entre a nação do Kupka e a nação do o cara do Bahamut e o cara do Titã. E aí eles vão colocar frentes para atacar. E a gente pensou em ir para Rosária para acabar com o cristal de lá. Porque com certeza vai ter alguém nos mapas lá do Kupka só esperando pra fazer uma emboscada ou algo do tipo. Quando a gente estava no meio do caminho, a gente viu algum desses cavaleiros atrás de alguém. Nossa senhora. Indo atrás de alguém. Só que a gente não sabia quem era. No caso, era a gente mesmo. Eles estão atrás da gente. Caraca, velho. Sucesso? Como assim sucesso, Ara? Olha quanta gente morta. Não é sucesso não, cara. É derrota. Ah tá, o resumo foi sucesso. Quando a gente voltar pro esconderijo, eu não tenho como chamar um brother aqui. Quando a gente voltar pro esconderijo, eu peço pra moça explicar a treta, como que tá.
We're approaching Newer Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Yeah!
That'll do, girl.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hatch, no. You didn't hear nothing.
Isso, desculpa, eu informei errado. Tanto é que a Jill, ela tá meio apreensiva Justamente porque ela vai ter que voltar pra Ilha de Ferro. Perdão, eu me perdi na linha de raciocínio dos eventos.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us
Peraí,
passage
será que
back
eu
to
consigo
our
acessar
home.
daqui? Aqui, a Província Imperial de Rosário, as terras que compreendem os confins ocidentais do continente da Tormenta. Antes conhecida pelo Grão-Ducado de Rosário, tornou-se uma província imperial após o Sacro Império, pipipipopó, que... Mas bem, vida que segue. Deixa eu continuar
They're
em minha
all
empreitada.
Rosarian.
But this is their home.
How am I to sell my wares if they won't let us into the capital?
Soldado Imperial.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are... closed. Begone!
Comemoração 250 anos. Quando? Não quero tentar. Da Fundação Grão-Ducado de Rosário.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
Ah, é. Propósito. O Aro não viu, né? Deixa eu...
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
O Aro não viu isso daqui. Sair da área. Não dá ainda? Eita. Agora dá. A gente encontrou a Ambrósia.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Sim, ela tava enfrentando bandidos.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Pera.
You deserve a rest.
Ready, go?
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy. Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here. Fuck off. I'm the trimmest bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, away with you, filth. Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Sim.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
Ah, com
I
essa
suspect
fuzuê
everyone
não
in
vai dar,
that
não.
crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Ah,
Officially,
sempre dá
yes.
pra pular muro, né?
Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
É bem a cara.
The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Conclusão, ele está me seguindo.
As long as it is abandoned.
Seguindo os meus conteúdos. Com certeza deve ser isso.
The good news is we haven't
Agora
seen a single black shield since
baseia em
ONDE.
coisas
Maybe they
possíveis.
found who they were looking for.
Não, eu chip que se baseou nas nossas metas. Caraca, era pra eu pular eu sem querer, se eu tenho um foguinho. Enquanto isso, o que porra você tá fazendo? A gente tá tentando passar despercebido.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Clive é muito horrível.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Caralho. E sujeitar a gastar minha espada. Eu vou meter uma bicuda nesse filho da puta.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Como reconhecer o ataque?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Porra, se vocês tivessem perguntado antes.
Founder, it really is here.
Wade? Pera aí, você
It is.
sobreviveu?
So wait.
Caralho, eu perdi até o rumo da minha vida, cara. Eu só, olha, eu ia sobreviver tanta gente. Mas eles me atacaram, eu acho que eu matei uma galera.
We can speak inside.
Pelo menos alguém sobreviveu. Os caras passando mal. Desculpa, não sabia que era teu amigo.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
Azul, Sky, obrigada pelo sub. Bem-vindo com guarde. Agora você tem um distintivo irado de modular seu nome e acesso ao chat.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So wait. The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Ah, que bom. Pelo menos não estão lá
Now make ready
os
for
corpos
battle.
comerem.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Membro do grupo, durante a missão principal, companheiros diferentes dispostos a ajudar poderão viajar com Clive. Porém, dependendo do destino, eles podem preferir permanecer no esconderijo. Vai com nós? Uhul! Ele vai com nós! Uhul!
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
A propósito, quando a gente salvou a Ambrósia tava com os amiguinhos. Então agora a gente tem... Chocobo foi emprestar para as visitas.
Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Let's go.
Aí, valeu pelo follow. Exato. Mas os Squirtles, eles eram meio babacas no início. No final eles ajudaram a apagar o fogo lá da floresta ou algo assim. Mas no início os Squirtles não faziam umas merda.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Não consigo pensar no momento. Ele perguntou o que acha que a equipe do Kingdom Hearts trabalhou. Ah! Com certeza o ataque do Ramu. Aquele ataque do Ramu é muita coisa de Kingdom Hearts.
For the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us.
Eu ia falar, não sei, isso aqui eu só vi o tim aparecendo na minha frente. Deixa eu falar. Kingdom Hearts total aquilo. Muitos poderzinhos do Sora, né?
Then come! Die along with your flame! Forest area!
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Caralho, vocês viram, né? O touro que eu tava tentando maluco sozinho.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their
Eu
battle
prefiro
for.
assim, na moral. Porque se eu tava mal, quando eu deixava os outros malucos morrerem, porque eu não tava prestando atenção. E se eles não... Se eu não controlo eles não voam. Eu tô tudo bem. Não sei o que eu tava fazendo errado.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
To me, boy!
This one.
Ai, cacete, como eu mirei? Ah, eu troquei o target. O bicho morreu que eu tava batendo? Ah, morreu, é por isso. Eu tava triste, gente, errei o ataque. Mas tudo bem.
A noble stand, albeit a
Dragão.
misguided one. In taking it,
You have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Isso é por resultado de você.
You can finish him.
Desviar mais em cima da hora. Elo imperial usado em fabricação. Muitos já se ofereceram para explicar como os dragonianos imperiais saltam a alturas tão absurdas, que vão do poder da oração a uma dieta rígida de lebres, sapos e grilos. Mas ninguém sabe a verdade, exceto os próprios cavaleiros. Seja qual for o segredo, é evidente que uma placa pesada seria um incômodo. Portanto, o Império equipa seus dragonianos com armaduras forjadas de mitril, que é mais leve que linho. Este elo é parte de uma veste que seria usada sobre o peitoral. Para eles pularem mais lebres, sapos e grilos. Ai, que bagulho horrível. Quando se inspeciona a pata de um wyvern mais de perto, é possível observar que a garra do meio é consideravelmente mais longa que as demais. Este elemento estendido é usado para perfurar a carne de sua presa, causando sangramento severo e enfraquecendo-a para o abate. Curiosidades.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord.
Lord.
Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battle to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
Palavras bonitas.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
E obrigada pelo follow. Galera que tá chegando nova, a gente tá com um chat só pra sub e VIP, mas a cargo do 16. Mas no geral o chat fica aberto pra galera, tá? Cinzas mágicas. Toda criação só é possível graças ao éter. É o que dá a forma ao amorfo, vida ao inanimado. Quando um objeto é consignado a chamas, seja por tempo de uso, acidente ou malícia, o éter encerrado nele é liberado e forma uma terra. Retorna à terra, não sei ler. Contudo, há raras ocasiões em que uma carga elemental fica presa nos fragmentos residuais. Armeiros habilidosos conseguem resgatar essa energia e aplicá-la em seus trabalhos.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first
Lord
person I
Byron.
turned to after forming the Guardians.
Byron é o nome de algum
And
outro
had I
Final
known of this
Fantasy, né?
tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Selo obtido.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Né? Clive tá parecendo um escoteiro de tanta insígnia que ele já ganhou. Ou um treinador Pokémon, se vocês preferirem.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a
Caraca, olha a
chance.
estátua ali atrás.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant
to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod.
Que porra tá
Meadow,
acontecendo?
thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Ai, que bonitinho.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy. It's really you.
Por favor, não morre também não, cara. Todo mundo que aparece nesse jogo, eu acho que vai morrer de alguma forma.
That scene from the saint in the sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
A louça de festa. Aqueles pratos bonitos que sua mãe não deixa usar normalmente, só quando tem visita.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Ai, finalmente momento feliz nesse jogo, cheio de desgraça.
Being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Lady, no fim das contas, tem família? Porque ela foi trazida. Será que ela vendo isso, ela não tem um, tipo, pô, saudade da minha família antes de eu ser levada pro reino? Eu não duvido, não. Essa felicidade toda seja só pra aumentar a tragédia no depois.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Dá um abraço nela, Clive, porra. Faz alguma coisa.
Before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
Abraça mais perto. Mais perto, Clive. Clive, mais perto.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive.
Sim, ele entende.
Do you understand?
Por causa que ele não vai fazer nada, ele é tapado, amiga.
I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you,
Beijo.
Clive.
Beijo.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
Aproveita, senão ela vai morrer sim.
Let's get some sleep.
Meu Deus.
The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
A cara do Torgo de puta que pariu, velho. Mas vocês são muito lerdos. Porto de Isolde, poucos são os dias em que os ares dos Piers. Eu esqueci como se lia Piers. Muito bom, Will. Ai, poucos são os dias em que os ares dos piers da cidade não são animados pelos sons dos estivadores agitados que carregam e descarregam embarcações vindas de todos os cantos do reino e além. Pra onde que eu tenho que ir? Ah, eu tenho que voltar pro negócio. Faz tão bom. E aí, Pablito, tudo bom? Seja bem-vindo. E obrigada pelo sub. Bem-vindo de volta a Ponguard. 6 meses aí na Ponguard. E aí, tudo bom? Calmantes? Quais funções que a gente tem? A gente tem uma aqui chamada peregrinação culinária. Vou me fazer pegar feijão de novo. Tem uma com mais, casa de ferreiro. Vamos lá, espeto de pau. Calma, onde que eu tenho que ir? Outro lado. Estamos atrás do Blackthorn.
I could have sworn we had a few more.
Ah, entendo perfeitamente. Então, obrigada pelo sub e falou pra você.